Research at the Institute of Chemical Process Fundamentals of the Academy of Sciences of the Czech Republic addresses a wide range of disciplines, from chemical and biochemical engineering over catalysis to studies related to environmental protection. In 1960, Professor Vladimír Bažant, one of the founders of the institute, set the main direction of research at chemical engineering, an emerging field in Czechoslovakia at that time. Synthesis of new pharmaceuticals, plastic recycling, or fabrication of a wide range of useful products is first designed in the laboratory. Chemical engineering helps transfer those processes to an industrial scale. Our research team's activities are therefore aimed at basic research in a number of chemical disciplines. In addition, applied research is carried out in unique pilot plant halls, where processes developed on a lab bench are being scaled up. Amongst other things, we address the preparation of catalysts and study their properties. Such catalysts may be used in environmental protection technology, such as in sewage and wastewater treatment. In our laboratories, specialty chemicals are also synthesized. At the same time, we study the mechanisms of the reactions that lead to them. Further, biotechnological processes and the utilization of biomass and waste in power engineering belong to our research interests. Multi-phase flow is when bubbles or particles are found in running water. Similarly, droplets or small particles may be found in the air. Look around you and ask yourself, which of the following is more common on Earth? Single-phase flow of entirely pure water or air, or multi-phase flow? We already know. Let's take a look at some more of our research. Biogas is an easily accessible source of alternative energy. For example, raw biogas can be used as a substitute for natural gas. However, undesirable impurities must first be removed. In collaboration with Česká hlava Agency, a new method of biogas treatment was recently patented at the Icpf. Impurities, mainly carbon dioxide, are removed from biogas using a water condensing membrane. The idea is to use a very thin water layer to separate the individual biogas components, taking advantage of their different solubilities in water. An aerosol is a suspension of solid or liquid particles in the air. Fog, cigarette smoke, dust, pollen, combustion products, and exhaust fumes are all examples of aerosols. Photochemical reactions that take place in the atmosphere during the day also lead to the formation of particles. However, such aerosols take up only about 1/1,000,000% of the mass of air. Why then is it important to study aerosols? Because every raindrop was formed by condensation on an aerosol particle. Water cycle in nature would therefore be impossible without the presence of aerosols. Particles in the atmosphere also influence the Earth's heat balance and global climate change. In densely populated areas, concentrations of fine aerosol particles of human origin increase steadily. These particles have an unquestionable negative influence on human health. We are therefore looking into ways to efficiently decrease their concentration in the atmosphere. Also, to be able to predict air pollution more precisely, we need to find the relationship between the concentration and individual types of aerosol particles and the weather. Helicenes are large polycyclic aromatic molecules with a helical structure. The first hexahelicene was prepared in 1955. It was later found that helicenes have unique properties, due to which they are potentially usable in a large number of applications. However, existing syntheses of helicenes are very demanding and expensive. Since 2010, and in collaboration with industrial partners, 2 projects on this topic are being solved by one of our teams. In the former, a simple synthesis method was developed, enabling us to prepare helicenes in larger quantities for the fine chemicals market. The latter is aimed at the utilization of helicenes in separation techniques in analytical chemistry. Some active substances, including the most commonly used ones such as ibuprofen, may show 2 types of stereoisomers, the so-called enantiomers. They have identical chemical formulas, but their individual structures are mirror images, or like the left and the right hand. Classical synthesis leads to a mixture of both in a 1-to-1 ratio. However, only one of them is the actual active substance of the pharmaceutical. The other enantiomer is harmless in the best of cases, but may also be responsible for the drug's side effects. Helicenes could help us prepare pure pharmaceuticals consisting only of the active enantiomer. The number of PET bottles to store food and beverages has sharply increased in recent years. As a consequence, plastic bottles accumulate in landfills and are later mostly burned in waste incinerators. However, this process is uneconomical and harmful to the environment. To solve this problem, we've developed a new technology consisting in PET recycling via depolymerization to terephthalic acid and glycol. By condensation of these products, new PET bottles may be produced. The entire process is unique because it uses microwave energy and is protected by patents in many countries, including China, where waste PET material is used in textile fabrication. To help protect the environment, a process that will enable us to recycle compact fluorescent lamps was designed by one of our teams. Apart from a non-negligible amount of toxic mercury, these bulbs also contain precious elements, yttrium and europium, that may be recovered and reused. The developed technology will allow for an efficient, ecological and waste-free recycling of this type of waste. Since 2012, the Institute has been a coordinator of a competence center financed by the Technology Agency of the Czech Republic. The center's BioRAF project is aimed at green chemistry, particularly at the utilization of biomass to produce high added value products and to acquire alternative sources of energy. Sources of biomass other than crop plants are studied. New refining procedures will enable us to obtain nutrient supplements, fodder, fertilizers, biofuel, and energy from biomass of microbial, plant, and animal origin. For example, microalgae are used in a bioreactor to absorb carbon dioxide. Omega-3 non-saturated fatty acids synthesized by these algae constitute an important part of nutrient supplements and may possibly be used as a component of livestock fodder. Serious research is very important to us, but we also want to share our fondness for chemistry with everyone and to show that chemistry is all around us. Every year, our open days are visited by hundreds of primary and secondary school pupils, kindergartens being no exception. Occasionally we go out into town to defend the reputation of chemistry at chemistry fairs, the annual Prague Museum Night and other events. The Institute of Chemical Process Fundamentals keeps up with modern science. Outstanding research teams, up-to-date equipment, patents and utility models, extensive collaboration with both national and international partners. All these are prerequisites for excellent research work and studies in projects related to basic and applied chemistry.